Hey there, Michael Kuhlman here. It's a rainy day here in Altamont Springs, Florida. Um, Thanks for clicking on the video. The clip you're about to watch is part of actually like an hour and 40 long minute video that I kind of put together where I reviewed a bunch of other books and authors, the books off my shelf. So if you're interested in this clip, check out that larger video. Thank you for clicking on the video. We'll do an okay book now. I had to slog through this one, Neuromancer by William Gibson. So, interesting thing about this book is that it's recommended as one of the best sci-fi. This is the first cyberpunk novel. Kind of started the whole genre. At least that's my understanding. That's how the story goes. It was written in... Let me find it. 1984 by William Gibson. And what's really cool is that I read this, and like the day I finished it, like I closed it, I was falling asleep, and I listen to Terrence McKenna sometimes when I go to sleep, and he was talking about this book while I was like, and I just remember like thinking this is the coolest thing as I was like drifting off to sleep. And so that was kind of an odd thing of synchronicity. So, cyberpunk novel, really interesting in the first half till about there, and then it's just boring. So what this is about a hacker who, in the 80s, they kind of described the internet before the internet was a thing, and they got a lot of things wrong, but it was kind of cool that they call it jacking in, and so he jacks in, puts a headset on, and I don't know if serum goes. I don't know how it works, but he's swimming through data fields, and the megabytes are flying around him and stuff like that. So this guy was a hacker, and he's like a 24-year-old drug addict, like constantly taking drugs in Japan in the future. As I'm describing, it sounds a lot cooler than the actual book. The book, I didn't find it that interesting. I really had to slog through this one. But the premise is cool, and it set up a whole genre of cyberpunk, which is like an awesome futuristic, techno-based, like cool concept art, cool music. And so he doesn't pay his debts off, and he gets beat up or something, and they take away his ability to go to jack into the internet. And so he can't hack anymore, and so he's about to like kill himself with alcohol and drugs and stuff. And then this guy comes around and says, if you do a job for me, I'll pay off all your debts. And he fixes him, gives him surgical implants that fixes, and he's able to keep on hacking into the internet. And that's kind of the story of this one. And then more stuff happens, interesting characters. I love just futuristic Japan. Like, if you guys don't know, go on YouTube and do the Trappin' in Japan, and it's like a playlist of all this like awesome music with late at night Tokyo, just with the people walking around, and somehow this camera is like way above the people, and it's just kind of slow and goes through, and it's just awesome. The lights are awesome, and what an awesome city, and futuristic, and I like it for that reason. But overall, didn't like that novel.